What's going on, Garage Gang? Matt from GarageMC here. A little congested, but I'm here. So, today's video, guys, I am going to pull out everything that we have for the 350X build. The frame just finally got dropped off to Bonehead Performance Coatings out in Pennsylvania the other day. So, kind of in a time crunch, man. I got about 5 weeks. A little less than 5 weeks to get that bike built and ready to ride up at Preston's event. Preston from this old trike. So I need to pull everything that I have out, lay it out, make a list, make sure I'm not missing anything, and anything that I am missing I need to place an order with Rocky Mountain ATV, and yeah, we'll see where we're at. So this video, we're just gonna go over what we have and what we might need and let you guys know the plans of where the build is going to go, because I'm going to film building that bike, but all the prep of the rest of the parts that I still have to powder coat, vapor blast, you know, etc., etc. I'm going to be doing that on my own time. So let's see what we got. Yeah, it's about 2 hours later. Had to dig all this stuff out. Whew. Guys, I got a lot of stuff, man, and you know, like, this video, to me, when I was like, let me make this, I didn't really know what the point of it was going to be, mainly for, like, my own organization purposes and being able to look back at what I know I have and everything, like a video reference, and, you know, I like to share with you guys what goes on behind the scenes and stuff like that, and, you know, a lot of you guys always, I'm sure any of you that haven't verbally asked in a comment, verbally or voiced your opinion in the comment section on how the hell do you spend this much money doing a build, and you know, why do some of them take so long and this and that. A newer quad like a 400EX or something, man, yeah, you get parts all day long for that stuff, guys. Most of the stuff is still available from Honda for those. You know, this is a 1985 Honda ATC350X. A lot of stuff's not available anymore, but a lot of stuff is, you know, available, like hardware and, well, certain pieces of hardware, like all the rubbers and stuff that go to the whole bike. If, you know, they're not like a common rubber, like, excuse me, like the rubber that goes where the seat studs go into, or like where the front part of the seat clamps onto, those little rubber pieces that the seat slides on. If it's not something like that that's used across the board on almost every Honda out there, you're down to having to find somebody that specializes in making stuff like that you can't get anymore, which thankfully a lot of people do remake a lot of that stuff. But let's just look at all this stuff, man. Let's just look at all this. I got a lot of work to do. So we'll start with the used stuff that I still need to separate and figure out what I can sell and what I need to refurbish still. So obviously, you know, one of the air boxes, I'm taking the headlights out of the OEM headlight bezel. This is all stuff that still needs to get refurbished. All this stuff is all individually bagged and tagged, guys. Front caliper still needs to be rebuilt. Kicker still got to get vapor blast or powder coated. I still have to powder coat the swing arm. You know, the wire harness has to be gone through. Those are empty boxes. Here's the original carrier with bearings. I was going to rebuild the carrier, but we'll get to why I'm not doing that in a second. Skid plate, that's got to get sandblasted and powder coated. The polished aluminum, like we did the lower fork tube. I bought the Serwa ATC350R tire remakes because the 350X ones, well, for one, they're not available yet, and second off, the stock 350X ones are 22-inch in diameter. I don't want to run 22s on the back. The 250R tires are 20s. You know, why I decided to do that instead of, like, you know, ordering like a whole shot or something is I want to, even though they didn't come stock on a 350X, they're still a stock Honda tire, so it'll still have like that stock-esque feel to it. The seat, yeah, no, that's the only thing good here is the seat pan, and you know, we still got our rubbers and stuff on there. Parts that go to that are been hanging up on my rafters up there that I already powder coated the gold color. I got the rear shock resi mounts, the linkage is up there. There's my front hub. I just forgot that was hanging there. That's got to get powder coated still. So moving right along, little stuff that you don't even know you need if you've never built one of these before, because this will be my first 350X I've built. We looked in this box. This is just, you know, a lot of stuff is doubles, like factory axle, I could sell that. Extra swing arm, I could sell that. Plastic oversized tank, definitely can sell that. Black tank shrouds, those can get sold. There's a lot of stuff that's going to get sold, guys. I have an OEM front fender that needs to be polished. That could be sold. Factory 85 shrouds, one has a crack. The headlight bezel, that can be sold. An extra air box, that could be sold. While I'm saying what can be sold, how can I say this without sounding like a dick? When it's for sale, it'll be on like Marketplace and one of the Facebook groups, probably 350X King of the Hill Buy, Sell, and Trade group. Not going to be selling stuff to viewers through the comments, guys. It turns into like a 2-month-long conversation, and then the person never buys the stuff anyway, and it's just a waste of my time. So, you know, if it's available and you find it online somewhere, you may buy it there, obviously. Alright, continuing on. Still have the other fork. I gotta powder coat that, polished aluminum to make it match our other one here. OEM fork boot is there. Junk grab bar, that's, you know, something, I think somebody made that. It was sold online as an OEM one, and that's what showed up. That's just the type of shit that happens sometimes. I have a whole stainless steel engine bolt kit. I'm going to lay that out because, you know, it is what it is. Spark plug boot. I got all the lug nuts for this to run with stock wheels, which I have the factory front wheel and 400EX rears. I'm going to powder coat those polished aluminum as well, and then have the tires mounted. What else we got here? We have our uni filter, our other OEM fork boot. This is the intake boot for the head, and a whole blue line decals graphics kit, except for this sticker. This sticker will be, this is from West Michigan Motorsports, so he's got some cool stickers out. This one will go on the gas tank in place of where the regular warning label will go that I'm not going to run. Alright, we got a full set of Meyer plastics. This grab bar is from Vintage Power Sports. Mike Palmgren makes these, or has them made and sells them. I don't think I'm going to run this though, so I'm probably going to resell this now that Sarwa is remaking the factory repop grab bars. I think they look better. Plus this thing weighs like, I don't know, 8-9 pounds, 7 pounds, something like that. A little overboard for a grab bar. Very robust though, obviously. So the seat, managed to get a reproduction seat foam, and this seat cover is a repop, believe it or not. That is a repop, and it is like dead spot on to the original. Everything, it's just perfect. Streamline rear brake line, streamline front brake line in blue. Here's all these like special rubbers and stuff that go on this bike, guys. The one that goes under the plastics to the frame. The caliper you see me rebuild. I have blue ASVs, or I'm probably going to run black streamline levers on this one. So to the carrier, this is a TRX 300EX carrier. This is an upgrade that people do to the 350X. So an extendable width axle for a 300EX, the carrier, but then when you run this on the 350X, the chain is not in the right spot. So from, I believe, Milkman, I think that's his name, Milkman, something like that. He does machine work. This is the spacer to put the sprocket back where it is, where it's supposed to go. And the reason why people do this conversion over the factory axles is it opens up your sprocket size. You have plenty more options for sprocket sizes. You could, do different hubs. Yeah, I think DuraBlue makes an axle for the 350X, but it's like $800. A little ridiculous. So this is the route that I went. gasket kit. The engine is in the garage under that moving blanket right there. I have to vapor blast, recoat, and reseal that. We know that engine runs. Also have an extra frame and an extra engine that I'm going to, I'm probably going to sell the engine in pieces, the extra one. You know, get more money out of it. You sell the whole engine, you're going to get, you know, maybe 500 bucks. You part it out, you're talking over 1,000. Let's see here. Hour meter, obviously. 2 new LED bulbs. Here's the other caliper rebuild for the front. Here's another thing that pisses me off. This is listed on eBay as an OEM rear master cylinder. I'm sorry, but that is not OEM, especially when you see those olive crush washers and stuff on it. I hate when people list shit for something it's not. You know what I mean? Just sell it for what it is. You know, if somebody wants it, they'll buy it. EBC red stuff pads for the front. We got Wicked Metal Designs foot pegs. Wasn't my first choice. Definitely not my first choice, but brand new full DG exhaust system. It's going to be loud, but you know, that's like a third of the price of just buying an OEM 40-year-old head pipe. People are, you know, I don't know, they're smoking crack out of the OEM head pipes apparently because they want like 600 bucks for them without the heat shield. What else we got here? From Winter's Machining, we got the new billet end caps for the forks. ODI grips, obviously. I got the rest of my bearings and everything all here, guys. Front hub, the neck bearings. I got new stainless steel exhaust studs. Chain slide for the frame. I damn near gave up trying to find a petcock for this thing. So this is a Chinese repop. And then a buddy of mine told me that the 250ES Big Red petcock is the same. So I got an OEM one of those on the way now. Gaskets for the head for the exhaust. Repop switch. Our switch is still good, but looks like shit. Sprockets, oil change, spark plug, the gas tank. I still have to fix the dent. I just kicked the grab bar, so that's probably scratched now. Sweet. Our owner's manual, obviously. A repop taillight. Pivot bearings. Oh, from Curdy over at 223cycles.net, as usual. The 400EX carburetor that's jetted and set up to run on a 350X with the exhaust and stuff that I'm running with an uni filter. He gets that shit dialed in. I don't have to touch one screw on it. It'll just fire up and run. So moving on to the next stuff. We've got a whole box of OEM hardware, and a lot of this is just for the front end. Just for the forks, man. This is like you know, these are all taped together, but several pieces in each bundle here. They're all bag tagged, ready to rock. Ones that aren't labeled yet are in this bag, which actually I'm going to give you guys a little tip when you're ordering stuff from either Rocky Mountain ATV or Partzilla or whatever your twist is. When you're ordering parts from there, a bunch of OEM parts, and you get a whole box of them, they just come thrown in a Ziploc bag, and you know, you got to sort them all out. So I just made another order for some more stuff for the 350X, which I'm glad I pulled this stuff out and looked first, because I double ordered a couple things, and you know, they're not expensive, but you know, $6 here, $8 there, $2 here, $3 there, $1.08 here. You know what I mean? That shit adds up so fast. Believe me, that little box of OEM parts there is like $400 or $500. Just some of that hardware. Like, it's pretty insane. It's pretty insane. But here's a tip for when you're ordering stuff, or this is at least what I do. So we have a list of stuff for the 350X that I still need to get, which is right here. I write down how many I'm ordering and what the part number is. This way, when the bag comes in, or the box, I can, you know, separate them and label them like you guys see in that box over there. There's no guesswork. I could just go, you know, like a little catalog. Up, here it is, grab it, pull it out, open it, install it. We also got, this is for all of this stuff, and this stuff is for the ATC350X, because this is going to be my backup just in case we run into a problem and this isn't done in time for Preston's event. I mean, you know, it's not going to be the end of the world if it ain't, but I can't go to this old trike's house without at least one trike, you know? 2 preferably, and a few quads would be very nice. Worst case scenario, it'll go there as a, what do they call that? Under construction build, which I don't like doing. You know what I mean? I'm not a fan of going showing off stuff that isn't done yet. So, but anyway. So yeah, that's the tip for when you're buying stuff in bulk. You know, it makes it so much easier when you get it. You know, I hope that helps maybe one of you. If any of you guys ordered a bunch of hardware before, let me know in the comments before how it felt when you opened up the box and you're like, shit, what is what? Damn. So that's going to be today's video, man. Like I said, guys, made this basically for my own reference, and I wanted you guys to know what's going on and actually see all this stuff. You know, yeah, I had to buy a lot of parts, but there's so much of this bike that I have to refurbish and vapor blast, powder coat, repair, rebuild. So much stuff, man. And I don't really have the time to film every individual thing like I would like to, but you know, it's all right. We're not going anywhere. There's going to be plenty more builds coming. Which, speaking of, if you have not subscribed yet, man, it's only like $1,000 a month. You know, it's not that expensive to subscribe to the channel. It's free, actually. Doesn't cost you nothing. And then you get, you know, turn the bell on and drop a comment, throw me a like. Man, I answer all my comments still. My channel's not that big, so, you know, it gets overwhelming sometimes, but I check my comments once a day, and if there's 2 or 30, I answer them all. I answer them all. I don't just hit you with a thumbs up and a heart, you know what I mean? So, you know, you guys take time to comment. I take time to read and answer you, basically just out of respect. You know, you took your time to comment, so I'll give you the equal respect back and time and answer back your comment. Yeah. But turn the bell on. This way you guys know when, you know, more free content like this is uploaded, man. I try to upload at least 1 video a week. At least. This month I kind of did a little bit more than I normally did. I was trying something new. I wanted to see something. But other parts for the 350X, the triple trees are over here. The engine I told you about. And, yeah. I am now going to clean up the rest of this stuff. And I'm going to put my shelf that I move in and out of here. This way I can have everything all organized and ready to go. That's going to be it, man. I will still film building the trike. So it'll be like a 1 video. As soon as the frame gets back, man, we're going to start, I'm going to start filming assembling it. And you guys will see it when it's complete. And maybe see the video riding it at Preston's. So, thanks. I can't even talk, man. I got so much on my mind. But, thank you guys for checking this video out. I'll see you in the garage next time. Peace! Damn, I got a lot of shit to do. Jesus. Oh, you guys are still here? Well, since you guys are still here, you're probably the guys that would be interested in knowing that you guys can join the channel and become a member. We have the 125cc fan, 250cc fan, and the 500cc Big Daddy fan. If you guys are interested in that, click the join button down there and pick whichever one suits your flavor the best. You know what I mean? We still have Paul Lapadula as a 125cc fan. We have Dennis Brooks as a 250cc fan. And Justin Carl Films as a 500cc Big Daddy fan. So, you know, hopefully I'll see you guys in there. There'll be members only content for 250cc and 500cc fan only members. I'll see you guys in those too. Peace, hopefully.